Hey everyone, Caffeine Man here, and I have another heavily requested review for you guys today. I mean, March and April seem to be the month for new and exciting drinks coming out. So much stuff has come out this month, and a lot of stuff next month as well. But the one I got for you today is Mountain Dew Rise. Mountain Dew has had its hand in several different energy drinks, so how does this one differ from the rest? And how competitive will it be in the rest of the energy drink market? Coming right up. Hello again everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. If you want to stay informed on all things caffeine related, feel free to hit the subscribe button. I post new videos every Tuesday, as well as one on the weekends. If you'd like to show more support for the channel, I do have a Patreon account. I will include a link down below, or you can check out Patreon yourself and do a search for Caffeine Man, and you can show your support for as little as $1. And in today's video, it's Mountain Dew Rise. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Rise, then we'll go over the ingredients and nutrition facts panel, finishing with a taste test of all 6 Rise flavors. Timestamps and chapters down below so you can go where you want to go, but because I talk a lot. Mountain Dew Rise. I've heard mixed reviews on this so far, but let's face it, whenever you have a huge company coming out with a brand new energy drink, you're going to have the people that love it, and you're also going to have the haters. Coke Energy, Coke Coffee, definitely had its lovers, definitely had its haters. Now, Mountain Dew is releasing their new energy drink Rise, and everyone's talking about it. With so many people talking about it, with so many people trying it, there's bound to be people on both sides of the fence, plus everyone on the internet who just loves to complain. So I'm hoping for good things, but what do I expect? I don't overly like soft drink companies trying to break into the energy drink game. They should really leave that to the professionals. But since soda sales have been declining over the last couple of years and energy drink sales have been rising, it's only natural for them to want to spend as much money as possible to promote a subpar energy drink with big, huge movie stars and athletes. Speaking of which, Lebron James, the king of promoting Coca-Cola for 17 years, is now promoting Mountain Dew Rise and signed a multi-year contract with Pepsi for an undisclosed amount of money. But you know it's gotta be top dollars. He is ranked the 3rd most marketable athlete according to the Nielsen report last year. And I wonder if these companies know how much money, how many millions of dollars that they're actually wasting doing this. I mean, you don't have any huge mega stars promoting Red Bull, Monster, or Bang, and those are your top 3 energy drink companies right there. Now granted, yes, they do sponsor lots of athletes, but I'm talking not like LeBron James caliber. I mean, in the old days, yeah, people might have picked something up because someone famous was drinking it, but nowadays, with social media, people will quickly find out if your product is good or not, no matter who's promoting it. So, what is Rise? It looks like Rise is jumping into the nootropics game. And yes, Mountain Dew already does have Game Fuel, which is a nootropic, but that's more geared towards gamers, whereas this drink is geared towards pretty much anybody, including gamers. But they're actually advertising this as a breakfast drink. And the funny thing is, that's how they actually advertise Kickstart, and it looks like they're doing the same thing here with Rise. I mean, they're even doing it in their name, Rise, like sunrise. Rise and shine. And they're looking for you to replace your coffee with this, or if you don't like coffee, just have this. But the question is, will this energy drink be replacing Kickstart? These drinks definitely have their similarities. Kickstart always boasted its numerous vitamins, as well as having fruit juice. Rise also has a lot of those same things, and more. They heavily promoted Kickstart as a morning drink, something that you can have with breakfast or for breakfast, and now they're promoting Rise the same exact way. Now no other companies have a breakfast energy drink. So why would Mountain Dew have not just 1, but 2 breakfast energy drinks? Now, I haven't seen any official word on it yet, but I do have a feeling that the low caffeine, high fructose corn syrup Kickstart energy drink might be getting kicked to the curb. So let's go ahead, talk some ingredients. And guys, I gotta say, I am actually impressed with some of these numbers. When I saw the numbers, I was surprised that this was actually a Mountain Dew product. We're looking at 25 calories, 0 fat, 170 milligrams of sodium, 0 protein, and 4 grams of natural sugar from fruit juices. They do state on the can that it has 0 grams of added sugar, not to be confused with being a sugar-free energy drink, but because sometimes it can happen, especially with TikTokers trying to do like super short reviews. Their comprehension skills tend to be a touch off. Yeah, and people said I should do TikTok, but those videos are like 60 seconds long. I can barely say hello in 60 seconds. TikTok is pretty much the polar opposite of what a Caffeine Man review is. I do long reviews, as evidenced by this one. For your vitamins, you're getting 50% of your daily value, vitamin A, 100% of your vitamin C, 100% of your niacin, 90% of your B6, 80% of your B5, and 15% your daily value of zinc. So you're definitely getting some antioxidants in here, as well as ingredients to help boost your immune system. This 16-ounce can has 180 milligrams of caffeine, so they're definitely stepping it up from the Kickstart and Game Fuel. They're basically doubling the amount of caffeine that was in those drinks. And they're giving you 11.25 milligrams of caffeine per ounce, which is slightly more than the standard energy drink amount of 10 milligrams per ounce. What about the ingredients for mental boost that they talk about on the can? It's using one of the top ingredients for mental focus and clarity, and that ingredient is citicoline. Yeah, no, I know you guys thought that I was going to say L-theanine, but no, they went with citicoline. Almost as great as L-theanine, almost. Citicoline is still a great ingredient though, because citicoline is an essential nutrient that impacts liver function, healthy brain development, muscle movement, your nervous system, and your metabolism. Research suggests that citicoline could improve memory, learning, and the ability to focus better, as well as help with mental energy. Now that's all well and good, but whenever we've talked about ingredients like this, we always say, well, is it giving you an effective dosage of those ingredients? Because a lot of companies just like to pixie dust them just to say that they're in there. And a minimal effective dosage is about 250 milligrams of citicoline. How much is in Rise? Well, we don't really know. They don't tell you. But don't get all down about it because Caffeine Man here is here to help you out. If you guys are new to my channel, this is one of the first videos you're watching, welcome to the channel. You're about to learn something new right now. But the ingredients in the ingredient list need to be listed in order of what has the most in it to what has the least in it. Therefore, if you know how much of any of the ingredients there are in there, you can try and track down how much is actually in there. We do know that there's 180 milligrams of caffeine in this drink, and citicoline is actually listed right before that, which means there is more than 180 milligrams of citicoline in here. Is there 190? Is there 200? Is there more than 200? We're not exactly sure, but it is a great starting point considering some companies only put 20 to 50 to 100, which is well below the minimum effective dosage. But this looks very, very positive. So Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Amp, whoever's listening, listen up. You are missing out on a golden opportunity here. You need to put how much citicoline is in the can on the can. Those numbers are important, and it is going to give you more credibility as an energy drink. Plenty of companies pixie dust some of the ingredients just to say they're in there, but if you can show that you have an effective dosage, you're going to tower over all those companies that don't. Let's taste them out. Oh, wait, before we taste them out, one more interesting thing to note is that they can't actually pull away from their soda ties. They just can't. You want to be an energy drink, be an energy drink. So what am I getting at? It does have 4 grams of sugar, but that sugar is natural sugar from fruit juices. So what else is it sweetened with? Well, you know, they use sucralose, which is a common energy drink sweetener. They also use Ace K in there, so they're on the right track. But then they use aspartame. Aspartame? Who uses aspartame in their drinks? And who answer me out there? Raise your hand. Who knows the answer to who puts aspartame in their drinks? Coke does. Coke Energy, Coke Coffee. Soda companies put aspartame in their diet sodas. Aspartame does not belong in energy drinks. The only ones doing it are Coke and Pepsi. I mean, yeah, sure, if you're someone who likes the taste of diet soda, then you might not mind the aspartame. But guess what? Nobody likes it. And it's not even that it's just a little bit of aspartame either. Usually sucralose is higher up on the list, then Ace K, and then some other sweeteners. But no, they got aspartame right up there, followed by Ace K and then sucralose. So this potentially could be the major drawback of this drink. I'm just hoping it doesn't taste too diet, because that could be a killer for a lot of people. We shall see. Let's taste them out. Just gonna grab from my campus protein fridge. If you guys are looking for pre-workout drinks like Reign, Bang, C4, Ghost, and more, check out my link to Campus Protein. You can save 10% off your entire order using coupon code CaffeineMan10. And first up, we are going to be going with the Orange Breeze. Definitely like the graphics on there. I think they did a really great job with it. They went silver when most cans go black or dark colored, and then an accent color. And a lot of people on there, they're saying, well, why did they actually go? Let me get closer on here. Why did they go with that 3D kind of look to it? And the answer is actually simple. They're trying to actually match their Mountain Dew background. If you actually take a look at one of the bottles here, you can see that background on the Mountain Dew. And that's sort of their signature background. They brought it in to their Mountain Dew Rise. Clever design work. I like it. Got a nice orange color going on there. And even though it is using fruit juice, it does have some artificial color in there as well. Let's taste it out. All right, carbonation isn't too crazy. I'm gonna say it's a medium carbonation. I was surprised because I thought being a soda, it might be going medium to high, but they kind of want it to be a breakfast morning drink, so maybe they don't want you to be too carbonated in the morning. So they're giving you kind of a medium carbonation. For the sweetness, I'm gonna say they're giving you a medium to high sweetness. It's closer to medium because that orange is a little more acidic, probably pulling back on the sweetness a little bit. And for the flavor profile, I'm also gonna go with a medium to high flavor profile, closing in on high. They're giving you a decent amount of flavor in this drink. And as for what that flavor is, obviously you're getting an orange flavor. And when you have orange flavor, there's usually two ways you can go. You can kind of go towards orange juice kind of flavor, or you can go the orange soda kind of route. And can you guess what route they went? They kind of went the orange soda route. But it's not a super sweet orange soda. I'm gonna say it's almost a little bit, it reminds me of Fanta. What? I can't say Fanta. It's Coke. So yeah, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Orange Crush. That's right? All right. So yeah, it kind of reminds me of Orange Crush a little bit, but a kind of lighter version of Orange Crush because the Orange Crush is very sweet and very strong in orange. This is lighter in sweetness and lighter in orange flavor. Overall, if you're expecting a solid punch of orange flavor like several of the other companies have done, because I've done a lot of reviews on oranges, as you'll see when we get to the Caffeine Man rating chart, some of those top ones really pack a punch of orange. This one's not going as strong, but it's still relatively strong. Some might say medium to high. So where's it going to be going on the Caffeine Man rating chart? I'm going to give this an 8.3. I think it's a pretty good flavor. It's definitely better than some of the other ones I've had, but there are definitely some that are much more potent than that, so a bit higher on the chart. But overall, 8.3, impressive start for Mountain Dew Rise. Next up is going to be the Berry Blitz. As a side note, I didn't mention much about the aspartame because the aspartame wasn't really killing the drink. It wasn't until that second sip that I started to taste it just a little bit. I think the orange flavor distracted from it a bit, so we will see if it pops up more in some of these other drinks. Let's taste it out. All right, so I think most of these are going to be going the same way with the carbonation, so I'm not going to talk about the carbonation anymore. The sweetness, I'm actually getting a medium to high sweetness, and it's much closer to high. And actually in this one, I'm actually going to give it a high score on the low end of high, because it is actually fairly sweet. And for the flavor profile, I am also going to give this a high flavor profile on the low end of high, because they are also giving you a lot of flavor out of here, and it's definitely an interesting flavor, because when I first started drinking it, I thought it tasted kind of like grape, and I'm like, oh yeah, I had the orange, got to do the grape next. But then the grape kind of went away and was replaced by berry flavor. So it's really an interesting thing that they did here, because they're actually giving you a berry flavor and they threw some grape in there too. And overall, it's actually a really good flavor. As for the aspartame, I'm not going to harp on the aspartame anymore. I harped on it already in the beginning. Can't really taste it much at all. It does not distract from the drink. It doesn't taste like a diet drink. They did a decent job with the sucralose, the fruit juices, and the Ace K to make it a solid sweetness without tasting too artificial. So where's it going to be going on the Caffeine Man rating chart? If it was a straight on grape, I might have rated it just a touch lower, but they did a great job. I would actually give you some percentages here. I like to do that. I would say it's probably like a 25% grape and a 75% berry. And you get the grape on the front end, the berry on the middle and back end. That's right, I said middle. Where's the middle end? I don't know, but people like to talk about the front end and the back end. It's got some flavor on the middle end. I'm going to give this an 8.7. Working our way up the chart, moving on to the next one. Next up is the Tropical Sunrise. A little more yellow color. So that one was okay. For your sweetness, you're also getting a high sweetness on the low end of high. And for the flavor profile, you're also getting it's right around that high area. I'm not sure if it's medium to high. It's hovering around that high area, and the flavor that it's giving you is primarily pineapple. You're getting a solid pineapple flavor out of it, and they are tossing in a little bit of some other stuff in there. You're getting maybe a hint of the orange that I had in that drink. It's just a hint of some other tropical flavors, but you're mostly getting pineapple out of here. Pineapple with a tropical tropical feel, not just straight on pineapple. What you are getting in here that I don't really like, even though I said I wasn't gonna harp on it, it reared its ugly head in here. You are getting a bit of aspartame in here, and you are tasting like a diet drink. And it's not stacking because I have crackers in between each drink to cleanse the palate. So yeah, so this one actually, if you like diet pineapple tropical flavors, then it might be for you, but aspartame and diet drinks are not for me. So where's it gonna be going on the Caffeine Man rating chart? I'm gonna give this a 7.5. It would have definitely been in the 8s like the other ones were, because I am a fan of some of the tropicals, but I'm definitely not a fan of that aspartame flavor. If you're someone who doesn't mind diet, then you might put it in the 8s as well, but the aspartame, not doing it for me. Moving on. Next up is the Strawberry Melon Spark. Interesting flavor, Strawberry Melon Spark. Obviously they're gonna be giving you strawberry in there. The melon, I'm guessing they're going with watermelon. All right, so sweetness is a medium to high sweetness. If it was high, it's because they're giving you a high amount of aspartame in there. Flavor profile is medium to high, closing in on high, because they are giving you a lot of strawberry flavor and you are getting some hints of melon in there. And I think that if you like diet drinks and don't mind aspartame, it definitely has potential. I think it's got a good strawberry melon flavor, definitely giving you that summer vibe, but they really should have just increased the sucralose, decreased the aspartame, or just get rid of the aspartame. But like I said, if you're someone who doesn't mind aspartame that much, the summer melon does seem like it could be a good flavor. So where's it gonna be going on the Caffeine Man rating chart? You know, even though it has the aspartame in there, I do like it better than the tropical one. I would say it almost has the same amount of aspartame as the tropical one, but the strawberry melon was a lot more powerful in there to kind of cover up the aspartame just a little bit more and gave you some more flavor. So I'm gonna give this a solid 8.0. Not a fan of the aspartame, but listen, that's my personal opinion. If you're someone who likes aspartame or diet sodas, you might be rating this in the high 8s. I really think that strawberry melon flavor is a good flavor. It's just being pulled back because of that diet flavor. Moving on. Next up is the Pomegranate Blueburst. Interesting name. They already have the berry Blitz, so when I see blue, I usually think berry. Obviously, they put pomegranate first in the name. So maybe they give like a pomegranate blue raz or something. Right, so that one's pretty good too. You're getting a high sweetness out of that one. And they're not going super high with the sweetness on many of these. It's actually giving you like the lower end of high, but it definitely has a solid sweetness to it. Flavor profile, I'm also going to give it a high flavor profile. They're giving you a lot of flavor in there. And like I said, I thought it was probably going to be like a blue raz, and it is kind of like a blue raz, but they are giving you a little bit of that pomegranate in there to kind of switch it up a little bit, to give you a little spin on blue raz, similar to what they did with the berry Blitz. They gave you some berry, but then they tossed in some grape. Here, they're giving you a blue raz, mixing a little bit of pomegranate in there. And it's actually pretty good. I am still getting hints of the aspartame, but definitely not as bad as the tropical or the strawberry melon. We're getting back to the lower levels that you can't really taste it too much. So, where's it going to be going on the Caffeine Man rating chart? I'd have to say, so far, I think this is my favorite. Only one left to go, but I'm going to give this an 8.9. Moving on to the last one. You know what the last one is. We shall see how it competes. Last one up is the Peach Mango Dawn. Why isn't it just called Peach Mango? Why do they add Dawn to it? I don't know. None of the other ones have like a morning name to them. They got Bursts, Blitzes. This one's Dawn. Maybe because peach and mango, or those orange colors, reminds you of like Dawn. I don't know. Let's just taste it out. There we go. Sort of a peachish orange color. If you didn't know, peach mango is one of my top flavors. They're very competitive in the Caffeine Man world. Let's taste it out. All right, so it seems like all of them had that medium carbonation to them, and almost all of them had that low end of high sweetness. This one also went for the low end of the high sweetness. As for the flavor profile, I am also going to say that this is a high flavor profile on the low end of high. Overall, even though these are hitting the low end of high, some people, what the heck does that mean? It means they're not punching you with power like Rain and Bang. It's giving you a strong, solid flavor. It's not too light, but you're still getting hit with a solid amount of flavor. And that solid flavor isn't going to be overpowering by the time you're done with the drink. Sometimes with those Rains and Bangs, they're so strong that by the time you get to the end of the drink, you're like, oh my goodness, I just had a lot of that flavor. But how's the flavor on this? It's going for a little bit more mango than it is peach, in my opinion. I would actually say, usually with the peach mangoes, I usually feel like I'm usually getting like a 70 or 80% peach with only a little bit of mango. This is probably going like 60% mango and only 40% peach. So you are getting more mango out of it, but then you are also getting a little bit of that aspartame. Not as bad as those other two that were really bad, but just a little bit more than those ones that were light. And if they went higher, I think in the peach flavor, maybe it would cut back on that aspartame flavor a little bit, but it does kind of taste like a diet peach mango to me. Not overly fond of it. Not that it's horrible. None of these drinks, well, one or two of them, but most of these drinks seem like they're pretty good overall. And where's this one gonna be going on the Caffeine Man rating chart? Oh, this is a tough one. I am actually gonna give this an 8.4. So overall, I think they all did a pretty good job. They were mostly in the 8s, from low 8s to high 8s, maybe one that was under 8, but not too bad for a soda company. Seems like they're really trying to hang out with the energy drinks. It's kind of like the sodas are saying, hey, can we hang out with you guys? We're energy drinks too. Yeah, you know, come on, just follow our lead, all right? And hey, get rid of that aspartame. We're energy drinks over here. We're not soda. Freaking diet sodas and their aspartame. You want to hang out with us, you're going to have to do something about that aspartame. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm glad you guys were able to make it. A lot of requests for this drink. I hope I gave you some decent insight into these drinks. Like I said, Mountain Dew, Pepsi, getting into the energy drink game. They just bought Rockstar this past year. I don't think that has much to do with this drink. It doesn't really seem like they're taking many elements into their energy drink line with this new Rise drink. It looks like they're probably just going to be replacing the Kickstart with this and seeing how well it can grow. Stay tuned the rest of this week. I'm actually going to be having 3 videos total. My Tuesday video, my weekend video, and a bonus video, because there are that many drinks coming out. March was a busy month, like I said. We are getting into April. A lot of new releases for April as well. I don't want to fall behind, so I got to do 3 videos a week to try and keep up with all these drinks coming out. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, have yourselves a great day. Or night.